Gaudy stats. Good God, that's Gaudy. Welcome to Gaudy Stats
with Ben Simmons.
What's on the menu, Benny boy?
Okay, so today we're going to look ahead to Super Bowl 52. 5-2, Roman numeral L-I-I. What does the L even stand for? Nope, don't say it out loud, Simmons, because they're going to think you're stupid. They already think that. What's the L stand for? I know what it stands for. All right, 50. 52. Super Bowl 52. And guess what? Today, I got an Eagles fan, Daniel, my friend, and I got a Patriots fan, the Kempster. Okay? You'll notice differences in confidence level between the two. I'm going to let you guess who is more confident. It's these Patriot fans, man. I'll tell you what. They're a confident bunch, but something just doesn't seem right to me. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like the Eagles, there's just something about that team, the defense. There's something about Nick Foles. God, that guy's good. I love Nick. I'm Nick Foles' biggest fan. Is there a guy somewhere who really loves Nick Foles? I wonder if there's a guy who has like a Nick Foles jersey and he just loves Nick Foles. He has like a bunch of playing cards with Nick Foles. He has a poster of Nick Foles in his bedroom. Is there a Nick Foles super fan out there? Is there? Anybody? We know there's Brady super fans. We know. So anyways, yeah, it's a fun pod. We look ahead to the big game. Advertising's biggest night, the Super Bowl. Should be a fun game. I'm excited. With this guy, what are we gonna do? How about a quesadilla? Ooh, get some meat, maybe some ground up pork or something. Get like some cheese, some chahua, whatever that soft Mexican cheese is. Get that, layer it in on the tortilla, close her up, put it on the stove top there, the flat top or a pan of some sort, and get a nice little brown crispiness on the side. Oh yeah. Flip it over. Get the guacamole out, get the salsa out, get everything ready, get the sour cream, get it all ready to go, and then munch it up. Eat it up. Oh God, I could talk about food all day long. I really could. But who would want to hear me just chattering about what I eat for breakfast and what I'm going to eat for lunch and what I want to eat, what I'm thinking about eating? Is that content? I don't know. Content! So yeah, first we're going to talk to Dan, and then we're going to finish up with Chris. My dear Daniel, how are you feeling about the Eagles? Like, what percentage chance do you give them to take down the Patriots?
About 5%. And that's me being objective. As an Eagles fan, it's 0. But as a football fan, it's about 5%.
Wow. Explain.
Yeah. Well, I can't really separate the football fan in me from the Eagles fan, so that definitely pulls the number down. And while it is a complete and team game, it's hard to sort of get past the whole, here's Nick Foles, and then here's Tom Brady. So, and as an Eagles fan, we don't really get to have nice things. It sort of explains the behavior that Sam was very harsh towards in a recent podcast. Harsh, but not inaccurate, I should say.
It's very harsh. I will agree with that.
Yeah, but, most of it's fairly accurate, of course. Not every Eagles fan is like that, of course, and the people who are like that tend to capture a lot of attention. But, and also, Philadelphia sports fans tend to get the most insane when it comes to the Eagles. So,
yeah,
there are people who would live normal, mild-mannered lives in regards to the Phillies and Sixers and Flyers. and then the Eagles come up and they go fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've noticed that. I've noticed
even
that.
by our own lofty standards. So it's.
Well,
how do I feel about it? Look,
5%. 5% is you're not feeling that confident. Then I obviously you Dan, Nick Foles has threw 7 touchdown passes in a game. You know that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I watched that game happen live.
I mean,
Tom Brady's won 5 fucking Super Bowls.
I know.
I know,
but I look at Nick Foles like a kid who doesn't know any better. He's got nothing to draw from. He's got no demons. He's playing with house money. It's all gravy from here. I don't know. I mean, everyone's expecting him to be awful, I feel like, or average. It's going to be interesting because the Patriots can be thrown on. They really can.
I don't expect the Eagles to get blown out. I just expect them to lose.
Give me a final score. Give me a final score. What are you thinking for a final score?
Final score is 27-21 Patriots.
Oh, so that's pretty close. That's a close game right there.
Well, Ben, the maximum amount of pain that could be derived from this would be the Eagles losing a close game. So obviously that's what's going to happen.
And you guys have a nasty
35
defense.
To nothing. I mean, yeah, I know.
Nasty. I mean, I don't think I didn't respect the Philadelphia Eagles defense enough this year. I didn't respect it in fantasy. I didn't respect it in the playoffs. I just felt like, I mean, they've had some really definitive defensive performances. That Vikings offense is no slouch. I mean, they're not amazing, but they really just completely shut them down. You're gonna probably say, Case Keenum, how hard is it to shut Case Keenum down? Well, a lot of teams had trouble shutting him down throughout the year. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. Also, he's not on the same level as Tom Brady either. I don't know if you noticed, but
I'm not going to disagree with that. I will not disagree with that.
When Carson Wentz got hurt, I said, well, that was a fun ride. There goes our season.
Yeah.
I did not expect to win a single playoff game, let alone 2.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, I don't expect to win 3. I'm not completely ruling it out. I mean, it's a Sunday football game, as they say.
Yeah.
Any team can win one game, unless that team is the Cleveland Browns. So, But do I expect the Eagles to win? Of course not. Why the fuck would I expect that? I've got 33 years of experience as an Eagles fan to know that that's not likely.
Yeah, I'm just trying to extract all the pain and suffering out so that you can enjoy the game and who knows what could happen. Like you said, the Eagles have one of the best defenses in the NFL, correct?
Yes.
And they have a serviceable, sometimes even well above average passing game. And they have they got LeGarrette Blount revenge game, maybe? LeGarrette Blount? No, I'm kidding. But they also,
getting revenge for winning championships. Yeah, but he's real angry.
Yeah, really. Oh, they didn't make much of an effort to sign him this past year, but still, I mean, yeah, you're right. What's he going to be mad about? But you got Jay Ajayi there. You got Alshon Jeffrey coming on. You got Zach Ertz, who is what would you say, like a middle class man's Rob Gronkowski?
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got. I mean,
and then it was a 4-bedroom house with a garage. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he lives in a nice neighborhood. You got a shot, and I think you got a better shot than most people think, and it's evidenced by all the money being put on the Eagles in Vegas. Of course, they could still lose and cover the line, but
right.
I'm actually kind of excited for the game. Yeah.
So, as evidenced by various videos taken last Sunday.
Indeed.
But you said you want to extract all the pain earlier, but see, that's the thing, Ben. I've been completely and utterly checked out in terms of like any kind of spirit to be crushed. since Wentz got hurt. Like this, I'd be so much more stressed if Carson Wentz was playing.
That's a good
Because
point.
the possibility of them winning would be something I would allow to creep into my brain. Whereas with Nick Foles, it's like there's no way they're going to win this game, so I'll just enjoy the ride, and that's fine.
Well,
And then when the Eagles lose, it'll be back to square one, you know?
yeah.
Even if, you know, the Eagles do have the recipe for beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl, which is, you know, a mediocre NFC East quarterback and a pretty good defensive line. So that's worked in the past, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't expect that to work for the Eagles.
Yeah. Well, I totally get what you're saying. Wentz was dynamic in the pocket. He's a kind of a scrambler, throw on the run. Anything could happen on any play kind of quarterback. Really fun to watch. He was having a great season too. It's a damn shame, man. It really is. But and you know, I will say that Nick Foles is almost the opposite in a way. He's kind of a statue in the pocket, and there is a world where, you know, Nick Foles could just get sacked repeatedly in this game and just completely self-destruct. But I'm choosing to look on the more positive side. I'm really hoping the Eagles give them a run for their money. I mean, I don't know. These Patriots, they had this air of invincibility, though. They had this air of invincibility, and I whenever that starts to surround a team, I always think that it's too good to be true.
I mean, well, here's the thing with the Patriots. Did you at any point during that Jacksonville game really and truly think the Jaguars were going to win?
I know, I didn't. I did not.
No, neither did I.
No.
And like when Ramsey had that strip fumble, you know, had they scored after the Dion Lewis fumble, then I would have thought maybe.
Yeah.
But the minute they went 3 and out after that, I was like, well, the Patriots are definitely winning this game.
Yeah.
And sure enough, you know, that's the kind of inevitable march toward doom we found ourselves upon in the last 17 years. And that's what's going to happen on Sunday. You know, I don't doubt that the Eagles are going to make it look like a game for 57 minutes, you know, and then something bad's going to happen.
So would you rather have okay. Well, would you rather have a complete blowout or a close loss? I think I know what you're going to say, but
you know, it's tempting to say blowout just because there's nothing like it just sort of gets it out of the way early.
Yeah.
But at the same, like, I would say that for, you know, like a first round playoff game. But I don't want to be embarrassed in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So,
interesting. Okay.
You know, that I think I'd rather the game be close because, again, I'm 100% expecting to lose. So a close game is not really going to cause me any pain. If the Eagles just get the shit kicked out of them, all the people I work with who are Cowboys fans are going to be able to talk to me about that. You know, a lot of them are actually rooting for the Eagles because if the Patriots win, they pass the Cowboys in terms of total championships. So
really? I didn't know
even
that.
Though the Cowboys have 5.
Holy shit.
So
okay.
Even though that reason disgusts me to my core, I will sort of, you know, begrudgingly accept their support if that's what they want to do.
Not many people think the Eagles are going to win this game.
No, but I imagine that the vast majority of Americans are rooting for them.
This is true. Yep. Tom Brady's greatness has to be admired. I'm surprised there's not more, you know, people kind of begrudgingly admitting that he is the greatest QB of all time. So I'm surprised more people aren't going for the Patriots.
Well, I don't know why that surprises you because, you know, there's the argument out there that people who hate on the Patriots are just jealous. And this is an argument that's mostly perpetuated by Patriots fans. And here's the thing, like, it's not, you know, they're just they hate success. And it's like, I don't think that's true because I don't hate the Warriors. I didn't hate the Bulls in the 90s. I don't hate, you know, I mean, yeah, the Yankees, whatever, but still, the Patriots, there's nothing likable about them. So, like, yeah, okay, Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm willing to say that. And is he an excellent football player? Of course. And does he produce pretty darn compelling football games? Yeah, it's hard to argue against that. But there's nothing likable about the man beyond his football playing ability. And he's not required to have anything likable beyond that. But the guy's basically the world's most boring football playing robot who occasionally has terrible opinions about things.
Wow.
So why am I going to be compelled to like him in any way?
Wow.
You know?
He's a football playing robot, straight out of your mouth. Actually, that's kind of poetic, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the football playing part of him is really well programmed. The rest of him that's supposed to seem human, they were just like, fuck it, we perfected the football part. Just put a basic program in there and let that carry out the other human tasks. He'll eat cardboard and avocados. He'll think water cures him, and he'll occasionally hang out with Donald Trump because he doesn't know how to make good decisions. So, you know.
Man, you
Tom Brady's a garbage
giving
human.
you're giving it to him. He's a garbage human?
If you side with Donald Trump, you're a garbage human by definition, so yes.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well,
if you were to come and outwardly denounce him, then I might change my opinion.
Yeah, he was very wish-washy, kind of very political during any of those kind of questions. Or it'd be very easy for him just to say, "This guy's a scumbag." But
and if he did that, I'd be like, you know what, Tom Brady, you're all right. But he hasn't done that, so fuck him sideways. That's all I'll do.
Yeah, we can agree that Tom Brady is a robot, a cyborg, if you will. All he cares about is football, and I think that new Facebook show starring him, the documentary series, is gonna shed disturbing light on his life. I think it's gonna surprise some people that he is just this. He's this obsessed that he'll actually put a computer chip in his arm and become a robot, become a cyborg.
Brady's so obsessed with football because he's not good at anything else. And, I mean, he's so remarkably good at football that that's obviously worked well for him in life. But, you know, he's not good at, like, interacting with other human beings. He's not good at choosing food. You know, he's not good at actually understanding science. So he's just incredibly good at systematically destroying the hopes and dreams of other football teams. And does part of me respect that? Of course. But do I like the guy? Fuck no.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, well,
he's going to beat the Eagles on Sunday, and then the world's going to continue going down its dark timeline.
Dan, you're thinking so negatively. You gotta. Well, I see what you're saying, because you're tortured. You're just a tortured fan base. So you say, although
who are these sunny Philadelphia optimists you've met, Ben?
Well,
I'd like to meet them because they're not really from Philadelphia.
You've won an insane number of games in the last 17 years, by the way, as I pointed out.
Yeah, you were pointing that out earlier.
Yeah, so you know, I don't have.
How many of those games were the Super Bowl, Ben?
Yeah, well,
how many of those games were the Super Bowl?
There's only one Super Bowl a year, man.
Is it zero? I'm pretty sure it's fucking zero.
And you're trying to. Well, you weren't going against Brady every year, but this has been in the Patriots era, so it's kind of hard to get a Super Bowl. I mean, Tom Brady. Think about this. Tom Brady has been to the Super Bowl in half of his NFL seasons.
Yeah, it's
8 out of 16. It's crazy. It's not fair.
It's truly insane.
It really is. It's not fair.
It's not. And you know, it's not. I certainly respect the guy's football playing ability. How can you not?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Well, I was just saying because, you know, although you guys have won a lot of football games, it still doesn't compare to what the Patriots have done, and they are your nemesis this upcoming Super Bowl Sunday. My friend. Well, I wish you and the Eagles luck. I hope you win. Honestly, I really do. I'm going to be rooting for the Eagles, and I hope to see a good game.
Yeah, and I think you will. I don't think that you know, the outcome that most of America wants will occur. But you know, it's maybe that's for the best, because if the Eagles did win the Super Bowl, the city of Philadelphia might actually burn to the ground. And I would not like my parents' home to be destroyed, even though, you know, they don't live downtown. But I'd like to have like a functioning airport to come back to in a few months. And again, if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, which isn't going to happen, but if they did, you know, that would be problematic for the infrastructure of Philadelphia. So, you know, maybe it's the universe saving us from ourselves with our inevitable loss.
Well, so you're giving them a 5% chance. Okay, I just want to make sure I write that down. 5%. All right. I'm gonna ask later. I'm gonna ask Chris Kemp what he thinks the chances of the Patriots winning. I'm just curious.
It'll be between 95 and 100%.
Yeah, I have a feeling I think he's very confident. But
why wouldn't he be? There is absolutely no reason not to be.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Well, I don't know, man. All I hear when I look at the Patriots when they come out of the tunnel, I just hear that Darth Vader theme song, from Star Wars. I just hear it blaring in my mind's ear, if you will.
I don't think that's fair to Darth Vader.
Wow.
Darth Vader had some humanity buried deep in there. I don't think that's fair. They're more like the Flood from Halo. If you ever played Halo, it's kind of like that.
I played Halo.
So,
God,
they're kind of the Flood.
I burned years off my life playing that silly game.
Okay, well then you should understand that reference then.
Indeed. Yeah, that's scary. That level, that Flood level, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The only part of Halo I didn't like.
I was just sweating from every pore in my body playing that thing. Usually high out of my mind.
You mean more so than usual, the sweating?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, maybe I wasn't sweating that much compared to my average output. Oh God! All right, man. Well, thank you so much for taking a little time to chat with me, and enjoy the game.
Yeah, we'll touch base afterwards, no matter what the result is.
Yeah, I want to hear your reaction for sure. Thanks, man.
It'll be profane either way. All right, buddy.
Well, will it? That's surprising.
Yeah, I'm very on brand, if nothing else. So.
Hey, I love it. That's why we had the explicit lyrics on our podcast. Now we had the explicit stamp. We're allowed to say anything we want, almost within reason. You can't get too graphic, if you know what I mean. But all right, man. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Later, man.
Okay. Good talk with Dan. Now we're going to go to the talk with Chris, Patriots fan. So you have the negative Eagles fan who gives his team no shot and is almost dreading the game. And you have the overconfident, extremely confident Patriots fan who thinks it's a done deal.
Hello?
Kempster?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Oh, man, hanging in there. Just eating some of my wife's good meatloaf right now.
Oh.
Man, I love this meatloaf.
Wait, hold on a second.
Really
did I pull you away from the dinner table?
No, well, we're trying to get everybody together. We're gonna go see the goddamn high school band go perform because Hudson wants to go see it. This is what we do. It's what happens when you have kids.
Man, you'll hear some good. I'm sure you'll hear some classics done by the high school band.
Well, I'm telling my wife that the second it gets boring, I am out. I'm out. I got work to do.
Well, you told me you were working earlier. You're a hardworking man, and I
am a hardworking man. And somehow not getting anything done.
Well, you're getting something done right now.
Wow.
You're appearing on the Gaudy Stats podcast. I appreciate it. I don't need you for long, Kemp. I just need to get the vibe from you. What's your
Nation?
What's your gut feeling about this coming up Super Bowl? How confident are you? Give me a percent, 1 to 100. How confident are you in a Patriots win?
Well, I mean, I don't want to be 100% because I mean that I'm not 100% about anything. That would just be a little, overboard. But so 99 maybe.
Really?
I mean, does that? I don't want to sound cocky.
Well,
yeah, I don't want to be flagrant about it, but I want to say, like a 90%. I want to say a 90% confidence level.
You went down to 90. Went down to 90.
Yeah, well, the thing is that with years prior, I've always there's always some trepidation as you go into the week. You get 2 weeks and you're just like you have like butterflies. You're nervous all 2 weeks, and like this one, like the buzz isn't there. I don't feel all that, and it's like, because I kind of feel like we're gonna win. Like I don't get. Nick Foles is not beating us. Nick Foles is not beating Bill Belichick. You know, and also with Nick Foles doing so good, doesn't that kind of put a stain on Carson Wentz and what he had been doing this whole season? I think it kind of does.
Interesting take.
You know,
so you should probably trade away Carson Wentz, get like a fullback, get a fullback or a linebacker, and just go ahead and make Nick Foles the quarterback for the future for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what you're saying.
If I were the Eagles GM, I would seriously be considering this right now. I mean, sell when the iron is hot with Wentz. I mean, sell when the iron's hot. I mean, because he's washed up goods now. He's ACL torn, LCL is torn.
His LCL?
No way he's coming back.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what the LCL is, but is that bad?
LCL. It's just
lateral
collateral. Yeah, it's something like that. And it's
lateral crucial. Yeah. God, I'm definitely not a doctor.
Exactly. Very, very. I mean, even worse than the ACL and the MCL and the PCL and the DCL and the FCL. The LCL is the worst one you want to have. And it got torn. So
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
you might want to sell.
You could turn out being prescient in saying that, Kemp. I mean, you might be way ahead of all the GM here, and all the public thought. Nobody would trade Carson Wentz. I'd say he's probably looked at as like one of the most untradeable assets in the NFL right now. Even with injury.
So that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, yeah, of course.
Actually,
of course.
No, but
Jimmy.
but you know, people want to be like, oh, you know, Tom Brady's not that great because look what happened when he got hurt. They did just as well.
Matt Castle.
Well, you can just flip the script. Let's flip the script. Hey, is Carson Wentz all that good? Because Nick Foles, I mean, look, he was a monster in the NFC Championship game.
Hey, Nick Foles did throw 7 touchdowns in a game.
Blows sacks. Well, that doesn't count. We're gonna say that doesn't count.
No, but that's like his. That's like one of his main claims. Main claims to fame. Excuse me. I mean, that was when he did that though. That was crazy. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, what was sad is that year, last year when Tom Brady broke the touchdown to interception ratio of all time. 28 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
That's a really sexy stat.
He actually, beautiful. He actually beat the previous record holder was Nick Foles of all people that he beat on that. But
Nick Foles is all over the leaderboard. He's all over the statistic. This guy's going in the Hall of Fame.
All from that 1 year. All from that 1 year.
He does it does a high percentage completion percentage. And you know, the Patriots, as you know, they've really shored up their defense lately, but they can still be thrown on. I mean, Blake Bortles didn't do much. Actually, Blake Bortles did a pretty good job of throwing on them. He did for like 300 yards.
He did. He did. Well, and this has kind of been the story of the Patriots year, is they kind of start out this whole year, and it's kind of been unique to this year in a way that it hasn't in previous years, where they've come out and they've kind of like just kind of gone with the flow. You know, well, it's not that. It's like they've taken whole quarters, whole halves even, to just figure out what the team is, the opposition is doing. Like, what are they doing? What personnel packages are they throwing out there? How are they varying those personnel packages? You know, varying the schemes within those personnel packages, and then at halftime adjusting to it, and then coming out second half and being nails in the second half, and that's kind of what they did last week. It's kind of what they did, versus the Titans, and they've kind of been on that where they've kind of started out slow, figuring out what the team the opposing team is giving them, and then kind of adjusting to that. And I do think this week is going to be tougher. The Eagles present a tougher matchup in the sense that they've got like their front four is like 8 men deep.
Yeah.
Like they can constantly rotate out. So you're not going to have what happened last year with the Falcons, where like they just got gassed, and the defense just got gassed. You throw in 90 some odd plays versus that defense, and they just couldn't keep up. Like you're not going to have that in all probability with the Eagles, because they can rotate out, and their base front four consists of like 8 different guys. So like they can sub out in a way that other teams can't, and they can stay fresh longer.
Well,
and
was there a team that attacked the Patriots with their front four in the past in like a couple of really important games? They were known. They had a lot of pass rushers, and they got to Tom Brady repeatedly. What was that team that kind of used that strategy to kind of bring down the Patriots' offense and really disrupted?
What,
Tom
this
Brady?
year?
No, just in
this
general.
Year,
just in general in the Patriots era.
Oh wow,
I can't remember.
That's like 20 years. Hold on.
I can't remember that
20
team.
years.
I can't
Patriots
remember.
era. Hold on.
It was
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004.
There was like there was a man on the sidelines who had a red face. He was a crinkly face, and all these pass rushers, and they just kept knocking Brady down, and they mucked the game up.
Let's call a spade here. Tommy Boy had a hurt shoulder, like I think a sprained AC joint. It might have even been a separated AC joint. His Achilles was shot to shit.
His whole body.
And so he was hurt. He
apart.
could barely move that game. And it's a real tragedy, because we'll probably never see anything like that. And I still get nightmares about it, because like that was the game. Like 18-19-0, and there's like all discussion stops on who the greatest of all time is. But since that didn't happen, you still got cluckers like Sam Abramson out there that think that, Tom Brady isn't the best of all time, because you can't really grade him like that. What a cop-out. Oh, you just got to grade him in tears.
Do you think the Eagles are going to be able to get to Tom Brady? I mean, do you think through the pass rush, how many sacks? How many sacks are you giving him? How many sacks are you giving him against the Patriots?
All right. I think the over-under is 2.5. And I'm going to say over.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get 3 sacks.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Dan, and he's really negative about the Eagles' chances against the Patriots. He gave them a 5% chance to win, and for me, it's like yeah. For me, it's when a team is this like universally, it's no big deal. Like everybody thinks that they're gonna easily beat the Eagles. When that starts to happen,
I agree.
When there's this air of invincibility around a team, I always start to think it can't be this perfect. Something's gonna happen, especially in NFL football, when the defense
like the
Eagles have. It's just too good to be true.
When everybody goes one way, you got to go the other.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. That is a concern. When everybody says one thing, it's like, it's for sure, and it's going to be that way. If everybody's saying one way, you kind of want to go the other way.
Yeah,
and
the line
everybody
is
was saying
6-4 as well.
Yeah. Everybody was saying that the Patriots were going to beat the Titans. Like, it was almost universal.
Yeah.
And they beat the dog shit out of the Titans. So, I mean, it kind of, it's one of these things, Ben, where you kind of have to weigh, each side. Like, I mean, how good are the Eagles really? Yeah, they've got a great front four, defensive line, and they've got Malcolm Jenkins in the back, but their secondary, it honestly pales in comparison to the Jaguars. You know, if you're going to compare that, like that Jaguars defense on an even playing field, like that's the harder defense every day of the week, and it's not even that close. I would say that again, that front seven presents a problem. That front seven does present a problem, but I think that can be, you can scheme your way out of that, at least to mitigate the factors of what that front seven and the trouble that can pose. Mm-hmm. And then you can just air it out to Cooks, Gronk, who I think is going to be healthy. I mean, those linebackers, Kendricks and is it Bradham? That's also like their linebacking core is good, but it's not Miles Jack, it's not Telvin Smith, you know. And so, like, you just look at it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, where can the Eagles win? And I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see where the Eagles can win. I think they can. You know, if they win the turnover battle, they're going to have to get turnovers in order to win. And you know, it's just, if that's what you're basing, okay, that we will win if we win the turnover battle. That's not good odds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I just think that they've got the Patriots have too many weapons. They've been there before. They know what to expect. I mean, they know the R of the game. Like the halftime's going to be different. You're going to have more time to rest up on halftime. Sure. Like that whole aura of the Super Bowl is old hat for the Patriots by this point. I mean, the Eagles are brand new at this. How does that factor into the game? And then you got Doug Peterson versus Bill Belichick, and I mean, Doug Peterson doesn't look that smart.
He doesn't look that smart. Just based on appearance,
he doesn't.
He doesn't look like a smart guy.
Well,
what does a smart guy look like?
This is just free flowing. Just whatever's on the top of my head here, and this is what I'm thinking.
I love it. Oh, my friend.
And so the Eagles, like, man, y'all did a great job for getting this far. Hats off to you. But better luck next year. All right?
All right. So, that's a good way to end it. All right, man. Well, hey, have a great night. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right. Bye-bye.